How did you gain the confidence to speak up more?
I've been in the music business for 32 years. I've seen a lot. And it's to no one's benefit for the business side not to run smoothly. It's actually to everyone's detriment. It's to no one's benefit. And, I spend a lot of time. I used to, even when I was 5 years in, when you'd be signing an artist, a new artist to a deal, and they come in and they're all excited and they're, what do I sign? And sometimes mama's with them or their homies or maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, and they're signing, taking pictures and all that. And I would say to them, the first thing is, what are you doing now? Oh, I've been working, I've been working for a moving company or I work at McDonald's or whatever. And the first thing I'd say is don't quit your day job because the amount of time it's going to take from today until a record comes out is a really long time. Now, sometimes there are deals where an artist has done it themselves and a record is moving and they're able to realize things more quickly. But the reality is you're going to be working really hard with little return for a long time. So, you know, don't take your signing check and go out and buy the new car or have a big party and all that kind of stuff because you're going to need to make that work and make it last. And they'd always look at me and go, "Oh, what do you? This guy's crazy. Why are we listening to him?" And then 6, 9 months later, they'd be back saying, "Can you help us? Can we get an advance against our future royalties?" Which, yeah, we can do that, but this is how bad feelings evolve because now we're advancing you. So, now it's even the goal of being right-sized up in terms of your deal and being compensated for your work has been pushed even further out. And
And then they
trying
call
to
me saying like, "Oh, I haven't seen a dime from the record company." And it's because their
right.
account is really unrecouped and it's because they got a lot of advances a long time ago, which maybe they forgot about. But
That's exactly right. And it's, and it's one of those things where you see how do you break the cycle? But it's very hard. But I can't express enough the importance of education. I can't express enough the importance of education. And some artists I know are so they get it and they're so wise at how they move because they've understood. And maybe they've understood because they've had a bad experience, but it's one of those fool me once, you're not going to get me a second time. But it's not that it's less about people being gamed and more about people just not knowing in most instances, at least in today's record business. Record
and by
business of 30
education,
years.
what
Sorry.
specifically do you mean by education?
First thing I'd say is, do you know what sound exchange is? And I will tell you 90% of them will say, no, I don't know what that is. Or I've heard of that, but I don't trust them or whatever, something to that effect. Sound exchange exists to provide royalties irrespective of your unrecouped balance. If a dollar comes in, this is for uh, non-interactive digital exploitation, like think Pandora, Sirius XM, the digital radio, that kind of thing. So every time a dollar comes in, 50 cents goes to the artist and 50% goes to the copyright holder. And the 50% that goes to the artist goes directly to the artist. So it's not subject to any recoupment for any advances that have been taken that may have been received prior. Talk to them like, have you signed up with Sound Exchange? Have you told them? Because again, it's a little bit of self-help here. Have you told them I am artist X and these are the recordings to which I'm performer on, or that I should receive. And it's a performer royalty. It's not, that 50% is performer royalty, not a copyright owner royalty. So that's very, very important.